Some would play.
Check 2871. Martel's a character sheet. So we got to go back to the hunting ground to hunt the shit out of that hind. All of its shit gets hunted out. And we're going to be awesome about it. We're going to definitely do it. It's going to be great. I took a fuck ton of notes last time. Jesus. But at least I got all my key and everything for now. Episode 53. That's crazy. That's a lot of episodes. Let's go, champ.
Oh, I remember where we left off now. I was going to go see if I can click my badge.
Yep. That's what I've got as my last note is Jelly goes to get her badge.
Do you think we'll be able to, that tonight we'll have accomplished our task?
I don't know.
Don't quit.
No, don't quit, please.
I'm totally joking. But it is kind of ridiculous that.
No way. It's fun. We're having a great time. We're just doing crazy shit, having a blast.
Having a blast.
Does that sound all right?
Yeah. So I'm watching this anime this season, Moonlit Fantasy, let's say, because the Japanese title is just long and hard to say. And it's been a lot of fun, but I think it's a 12-episoder, and so, like, we're on episode 11 this week, and it's like, what's going to happen next is like, come on, man, I need more episodes. And I looked, and there's, like, a web novel for it, so I downloaded that, so hopefully I can get my fix after the anime ends, but we'll see what happens. Because I don't think the light novel's been translated, if there is a light novel, but I need to know what happens next, man. Dude went to a new world because his parents were from that world, but the deal was you can go to this new world, but you got to send back one of your kids sometime. And that kid gets sent back, and the goddess of the world is like, "Oh, you're ugly, gross," and she kicks him off to the edge of the world.
What?
but the god of the world he came from was like, "Oh, I'm gonna help you out as much as I can." So like boosts his abilities and gives him the ability to communicate. The goddess gave him the ability to communicate with anyone but humans, and he's a human. And so he's like, the fuck? And so, like, when he talks to humans, they're like, demon, and they're all fucking, and, like, because of all the power he has, he looks like just demon lords or some shit coming after him, and so they're all just, like, firing arrows at him. He's like, what the fuck? Because to him, he just looks like a normal person and everything, but, like, the dragon he tamed is like, nah, you look crazy as shit to everyone else, buddy. He's like, well, fuck, what are we going to do about that? And so he's got some, like, dwarves working on, like, magic items. There's, like, a crazy mad scientist dwarf who's like, oh, yeah, no, I can make something that'll eat your mana, eat up your magic power. And he gives him a ring, and he puts it on, and the ring explodes. And he's like, that didn't work great. And he's like, that was my best magic-eating ring. All right, I'll make some more. So the dude has to walk around with 10 rings on that eat his magic power constantly.
Why do they have to eat his magic power?
Because otherwise he's got too much, and it scares everyone.
Oh.
And so he's got a mask on to hide his hideous face, which is just a normal face. And he wears these rings, and then eventually the dwarf makes him like a uniform that also eats his magic. And he's like, this will kill you. It'll be great. And he's like, yeah, sure, thanks. And he puts it on, and it fucking explodes and doesn't work. And he's like, that was my best work. How did it not kill you? And he's like, well, keep trying to kill me. That's what we're going for here is I need you to make a magic item that eats all of my good luck. You keep trying.
You keep trying.
Because this is working for me. So it's great. But then, like, one of his people in his demiplane dies, and he gets all pissed off and goes and kills the shit out of the people that did it. And now he's up against somebody that's able to do damage to him. And it's like, all right, well, we got like one episode left, so what the fuck? We're going to introduce a big bad, like an actual villain now? What's happening?
And then that'll be the end of the season.
I know. It's rough. It's rough.
We'll find out that he was the true villain all along.
Well, the goddess sort of like wants him to be at some point, I guess, but like, fuck her. Like, the humans in this world are all like favored, but everyone else can kick rocks. And he's like, well, fuck that. We're going to bring the shit down. But then they're like, maybe you shouldn't stand out too much because she's going to come after you. And he's like, all right, well, we'll wait until I got more magic power. But apparently while he's been focusing, focusing on like getting better at the bow. And so he goes out and practices when no one's around. But like when he concentrates and focuses, like his consciousness fades out and comes back, and like his two like minions, his two lackeys that are like super powerful beings that have contracted with him now, they like freak out one time. They're like, is he dead? Oh shit. And then they go and find him, and he's like just doing his bow and thing, and they're like, you can't do that. Like you can't. Your consciousness separates only when you die. You have been dying constantly and coming back, and they're like, that's why your magic's so out of control because you keep dying and coming back. And he's like, dying? No, I'm just focusing. And he like disappears and comes back. They're like, that was death. You just died again.
What?
And it's like, well, it seems okay. And they're like, you should probably stop, or you're going to be like really powerful, and the goddess is going to notice. And he's like, all right. It's the best. Now you should do it more. Like, what are we doing? Like, keep doing it, and you'll get even better. Like,
Even
it's
more
like Dragon
powerful.
Ball Z rules,
Yeah,
man.
absolutely. That's how Saiyans get stronger. Every time they die and come back to life, they get infinitely stronger.
Death, come back. Death, come back. And he was just doing it over and over, like, become one with the bow.
That's why Vegeta and Goku can go Super Saiyan Blue, because they've both died and they've been resurrected.
Moonlit Fantasy. It's so good. Watch it. And also, it did that thing where, like, one of the episodes, the end theme was different. I love when they do that. It means they put some fucking work into it. It was like a whole different song, and it was a lot of fun, but it was that one episode.
That's what I liked about Bleach. The opening and ending theme were always different songs for the season or the arc
Yeah,
that you
for
were
the
in.
seasons, yeah.
That was always fantastic.
I always enjoyed
Wasn't
one,
the
though,
same song.
in like a 12 episode where they'll like switch the song out one time for whatever reason. And I'm like, because that was like episode 3 or 4, I think. And I was watching it, and I was like, whoa, this is different. And I loved it. It was so good.
Now I'm going to bump to some Orange Range on the way home.
Orange Range is okay. I listened to it too much back in the day.
He did listen to it
Oh.
quite a bit.
No such thing as too much.
Orange Range? What is that?
It's
They did the first
Japanese
opening for Bleach.
pop
Oh,
group that
okay.
did the,
Asterisk.
yeah. Yeah, they're pretty great. They're pretty great.
I'm excited about The Witcher season 2.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
No. Come on, December. Hurry the fuck up.
I know, it's forever away.
God, November also.
And what's going on with that Cowboy Bebop live action? Like, I keep
November.
seeing shit,
What?
but it's like,
Comes out in November on Netflix.
that's too far away for them to be hyping it right now.
2 months away. Yeah.
Like,
God, I
all
can't
that hype,
wait.
I'm like, I'm for it, but like,
I can't wait.
am I gonna be not hyped by the time am I gonna not know it's coming out because you're blowing your load now with the hyping?
I want to know what they're going to do in the live action movie. We don't know anything about the plot. We've seen the 3 characters, so it's going to be well into them already finding Faye and shit like that.
I loved there was like an Instagram post where like people were complaining about her not looking like Faye or whatever, and she was like, well, sorry, the anime's not real, and like those clothes don't actually work in real life.
Yeah.
Like they fall down. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm surprised there isn't more uproar about Jet being a black guy.
That's fine.
It's
love it.
perfectly fine
Yeah.
with me because Jet in the American dub was a black guy.
Yeah,
the
voiced
guy
by
that
a-
voiced him was voiced by a black guy. So I was like, yeah, Jet Black being a black guy makes sense because
Yeah,
I've
it fits
always
for his
heard him as a
character.
black guy.
Especially if he's just still buff and badass.
Old
I mean,
grizzled
great,
hardened
yeah.
cop fucked over by his partner when he got sold out to the syndicate. Oh,
I'm so worried though because it's gonna be more of the same feeling where they never get the fucking bounty.
yeah.
It's like, God damn it, you need money. I just want you to succeed once. Just succeed. Like, turn in the bounty and get paid.
Cowboy Bebop is so tragically good.
You're eating mushrooms.
It's like
and
Shakespeare
fucking
wrote in anime, and I
green
fucking
peppers.
love it.
bell peppers and mushrooms again tonight.
Yep.
Eat the dog.
That was a fantastic episode with the contraband hallucinogenic mushrooms, and the Bebop crew gets a ton of them that aren't the hallucinogenic
Yeah.
mushrooms, and they've just got
Just eat mushrooms.
all of these fucking mushrooms. Yeah. Oh God, great episode.
That was great. I'm
episode.
so excited for it.
I can't wait, dude. And the original composer is back doing the music for the live action. Oh,
Let's go, champ.
oh, I'm so wet. I'm so wet for the live action Bebop. I can't wait. I liked the live action Full Metal
Sudden,
Alchemist.
we just got a
I
lot.
liked the live action Bleach.
I saw you cringing.
I can't wait for. I liked the live action Death Note. I liked it. Wasn't the best, but I liked
The
it.
Japanese live action Death Note was good. The American live action Death Note was strange. Yeah. I didn't think it worked. It wasn't necessary, for one, because there were already 2 Death Note movies
Yeah.
in Japan. You just read subtitles. They did it better.
Oh God, November.
Brought it
and
over
December.
here, and it's like, what are you doing?
Netflix is finna be so lit at the end of this year.
Wasn't it like Willem Dafoe as
Willem
the voice
Dafoe
of
played Ryuk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is great, but also it wasn't as good as it could have been.
It was, yeah. Like I said, it was okay.
They changed some shit. It's like, we change. Don't.
Elle wasn't as eccentric as I had wanted Elle to be.
Don't Americanize
Whatever.
it. Everybody watched the Death
Yeah,
Note
everybody
anime.
watched the
You
anime.
don't have
Right.
to. You're not going to pull a new audience. You're pulling the audience that has
We
seen the
even
anime.
watched the second season when Yamagi died and
Yeah, just-
got fucked by the fucking Shinigami. Yeah, it's great. God, it's so good. Oh, but anyways, yeah, it's gonna be so fucking good. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what arc they do. It's gonna be good. Do you have a Deborah's Diary that
I
you want to do
do.
for us? Oh, do we have any housekeeping to do? Nope. No, we don't.
Deborah's Diary.
'Cause did we already get the experience for the birds and
Yeah,
stuff?
that's how you leveled up.
Yep. We spent 2 episodes fucking around.
Wait,
getting
how did
bullshit.
I didn't level up.
How'd you
I
become a
mean-
ranger?
Well, because I went and practiced my
XP.
bow and stuff.
Nope. You got the XP from the
Oh.
birds and were able to get a ranger
I had to
level.
use the XP.
Yes.
Whatever.
When you level up after
All right.
multi-classing, you can choose which thing to level up.
All
I'm
right,
pretty sure I
whatever.
gave you guys the XP for the
You
birds,
did.
didn't I?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody else
Believe them.
remembers it.
Believe them.
I do.
Yeah, because I got a level 8 spell slot, which I used antipathy sympathy.
Are you going to multi-class?
She decided not to quite yet.
Not now. But I'm not ruling it out.
One of
I feel like you should wait for like a better time where it just feels more natural.
one of my goatee hairs was in my microphone and was poking me in the lips. It's like, what the fuck is that? Oh, it's my hair.
Watch out.
From last time.
All right.
Rico's talking me into multi-classing as a barbarian.
Oh, that would
It's
be
gonna be
cool.
hot. It's gonna be hot. Monk barbarian. Oh,